expressed to me that he didn't fully understand the terms of the no contact, and due to the non-threatening nature of the contact that he made, we would ask for some leniency from the court, perhaps, as well as the fact that his ultimate goal was to figure out what was going on with his child, Your Honor, and that's it. He was not trying to make any physical contact with her. He has maintained his distance. He has not been trying to see her. He simply misunderstood the terms of his contact regarding his child, Your Honor. And like I said, I have thoroughly went over those with him, and now he knows. He clearly understands the terms of his bond and what no contact means.
And Your Honor, if I may respond.
Yes.
While I agree that they're not necessarily threatening, they're definitely harassing. These text messages are coming in at numerous times of the day, including 4:47 a.m. Some of them are at 8 p.m. I believe there's only a few that actually relate to his child directly. There's one in particular that says, "You don't have to put me in jail to go be free whenever you want to be done with somebody. Just tell them that." That has nothing to do with their child. The next one says, "I would never think about putting you behind bars, and it's been times I could have, but for what?" This is actually like bordering witness interference. These are harassing communications. So whether he is saying they were just for his child, or if he knew or not knew, the magistrate does go over the domestic violence terms at every arraignment. He does have an attorney. He was able to ask them if he could contact the victim and or not about their child. And I just have concerns that these texts they're not stopping. So it's not a once, how is our child doing? Is she doing okay in school? There's also a text message that says, "You could have told me you not effing with me like that, but I knew I should have listened to mine first when I was gone." And it continues. There's some profanity in there and slurs. So I mean, this is just inappropriate conversation, especially since his excuse is that it's all about their child, which I don't believe that's true.
Wow. Your Honor, I would also like to make a response to that. There are numerous requests for him to speak to his child. There are numerous apologies, and as well as a text message that says, "I'm not trying to feud with anybody anymore." He's repeatedly apologized. Can I at least talk to her more than once? So like I said, the ultimate goal is for him to try to speak with his child and figure out what was going on with his child. And like I said, the text messages include numerous apologies. They're not any type of violent conduct or any type of threats made. So I just wanted to address that.
Well, not direct, but what is it about these? There's actually audio calls instead of type messages.
I was trying to read. Oh, sorry.
Mr. Farrell, I'll handle it.
I mean, I've got missed audio calls from him to her.
She's wrong.
April 5th at 3:55 p.m., April 5th at 9:54 p.m., April 6th at 11:44 a.m., April 8th, 9:45 a.m., and then there's another one that doesn't have a date, or it's at least cut off. Then April 8th at 10:07 a.m. I just think when I look at these, I mean, that's a problem. He's not supposed to be having any contact. If there's a child involved, then there's a mechanism by which he can go through to deal with that. And had he contacted you, but these are numerous contacts sort of over and over. There's a missed audio call. He doesn't call, but doesn't call her back. And he just keeps going. Time and time again. And just doesn't seem to understand not only the court's conditions, but if somebody's not responding, then they're not responding.
I haven't contacted her since. So now I just gotta lose Kamaya like this, bro. This is crazy. But you
That's
see
the
what
problem.
you trying to do?
That's what you should do best. Don't just look at you. It's your daughter too.
You can see he's deeply concerned for his daughter, Your Honor, and I understand, and I made it very clear to him going forward what the conditions of no contact means.
Yes, you did. And man, this is frustrating.
Can I talk to him?
I don't know if you can do that. Excuse me, sir. I don't know if I'm even supposed to be talking.
Mr. Farrell, if you'd like to speak, you just mute yourself.
Oh, can I?
I'll set a bond.
Say nothing.
Is he done?
Yeah, he's done, Your Honor.
I'll set a bond hearing for April 24th, 2023, 9 a.m. Mainly to go through how this can't or shouldn't occur before. But at this time, given what I see here, the defendant's bond is hereby ordered to revoke. Defendant to report to the Washtenaw County Jail by 6 p.m. this evening.
So,
Excuse me, sir.
And that hearing on the 24th is in person.
Your Honor, may I say something?
If you'd like, Mr.
I'm not even in the state of Michigan. Like, how would I be able to just report myself to jail like that? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like, I'm not, like, I fully understand the terms of no contact now that he went over it with me, but I'm miles away from there. Like, I'm just been reaching out there because my daughter came to the state of Michigan with me. She was in my possession. And all this happened. You know what I'm saying? I was up there to help her get on her feet. And boom, she called the police out of a misunderstanding. If you look at the body cam on your officers that arrested me,
You might
I'm
want to
Mr.
stop
Farrell,
him.
Mr. Farrell, please just refrain from speaking about anything more that happened that day.
What state is he in?
I'm in.
Where are you currently?
I'm in Georgia.
And Your Honor, I don't see anything from the arraignment where he is supposed to be in Georgia. My notes say that he was given PR here, and then he was taken to Wayne County and served 30 days in jail. And the magistrate explained that he had the no contact and no go-to order still in place. And I'm looking in GIS, and I don't see anything about his residence being in Georgia.
That's what my current ID when they arrested me says Georgia. My ID and my property says Georgia.
Sir, Mr. Farrell. Maybe you didn't understand what the magistrate was telling you, but if you want to keep interrupting me, you can keep interrupting me, but I'm about to tell you something, because part of your bond conditions are you are not to leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. And when you said you weren't in the state, I'm looking through the file, the actual paper part of the file, to try and determine whether or not anybody granted you permission to leave the state. And I don't see it. I don't see it in terms of any paperwork, and I also don't see it in terms of any There's no order which allows you to leave the state.
Man.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set he's got violations all over the place. He's got no contact violations. He's got he's left the state without the permission of the court. I'm gonna set the bond hearing for the time and date that I said of April 24th, 2023, 9 a.m. That will be in person. I'm gonna give the defendant 2 days to report to the Washington County Jail. What's Wednesday?
Wednesday is the 19th.
I'll give him until the 19th, presuming that he doesn't. I don't know how you misunderstand that order. April 19th, or a bench warrant will issue with no bond.
Can I? Am I allowed to say that? That's
Yes.
no.
Judge, I'm so sorry. What time? By what time on the 19th?
By 6 p.m. on the 19th.
Thank you,
I'll give
Judge.
him. Okay. He shouldn't have, and I'm sure counsel explained to him, he shouldn't have left the state. He shouldn't have been contacting her. Shouldn't have been doing a lot of things that are in this. And the magistrate told him there's a signed order to that effect. And then just wants to do it his way. Well, now we'll do it my way. Thank you.
What?